Correction. An earlier version of this story mistook the Stenka-class patrol boat Tarantul for a Tarantul-class corvette. The Ukrainian fleet reportedly sank a Russian Black Sea Fleet Stenka-class patrol boat during a series of raids in late December. One or more explosives-laden drone boats struck the 200-ton Tarantul in Sevastopol's Graf Bay, destroying it. But it wasn't until weeks later that Ukrainian partisans verified Tarantul's sinking, verification that overhead satellite imagery confirms. Add the Cold War vintage patrol boat to the long, and growing, list of Black Sea Fleet vessels the Ukrainians have taken out of action. In 23 months of hard fighting, the Black Sea Fleet has lost, to Ukrainian airborne and seaborne drones, ground-launched rockets and air-launched missiles, a cruiser, 4 large amphibious landing ships, a submarine, a supply ship, several corvettes, patrol boats and small landing craft, and Tarantul. The losses amount to roughly a fifth of the fleet's pre-war strength. Worse for the Black Sea Fleet, it cannot replace the bigger sunk ships because there's just one way into the Black Sea, the Bosporus Strait, and Turkey controls it. By custom, Turkey does not allow foreign warships to pass through the Bosporus during wartime. In any event, to reinforce the Black Sea Fleet, the Russian Navy probably would have to take ships away from other regional fleets. Russian naval shipbuilding collapsed in the post-Soviet 1990s and never has recovered. While most of the world's biggest navies steadily are growing by one key metric, overall tonnage, the number 3 Russian fleet barely is treading water. In 2023, the Russian Navy netted just 6,300 tons and ended the year with a total tonnage of 2,152,000, a third the U.S. Navy's tonnage. The Russians would have added 17,700 tons last year through the new construction of a frigate, corvettes, a minesweeper and submarines. But the Ukrainians destroyed Black Sea Fleet vessels together weighing 11,400 tons. 11,600 tons if you count Tarantul. What's especially embarrassing for the Black Sea Fleet is that it's losing a naval war with a Ukrainian fleet that, before the wider war, had just one large warship, the frigate Hetman Sahaydachniy. The Ukrainians scuttled the frigate at her mooring in Odesa in the early hours of the initial Russian attack in February 2022. With Hetman Sahaydachniy on the seafloor, the Ukrainian Navy became a new kind of navy, one that fights with drones and missiles, with big assists from the Air Force and Army. Those drones and missiles work. The Ukrainians stepped up their raids late last year, destroying, mostly with air-launched missiles, 2 landing ships, a submarine, a corvette and a decommissioned minesweeper. The drone strike on Tarantul was the culmination of a devastating 3-month anti-ship campaign. That campaign ended with a Russian retreat.